Hypno music.
Wanna be a lady. Gotta be the one you're calling, baby. Say you wanna love me all night long. Get it poppin' when you hear my song. 'Cause it look so good. Face down, glittering from the waist down.
What's up, beautiful peeps? I'm Phoenix Sohl. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm gonna say I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, but I'm also a military child, so I'm global, all over the world. I'm experimental. We gotta, put in a genre. It's gonna be like soul, R&B soul. Right now I'm really experimenting. I'm doing a lot of traveling, experimenting with frequencies, binaural beats, hip hop. I'm jazz trained, so, whatever I'm feeling in the moment, but if we gotta box it in, we'll throw it in R&B soul. What do I want people to know me for? Authenticity. I love music, I love art, I love creativity, I love culture, I love people, So when people connect with my music, I want them to know that it is, authentically coming from me. It's a part of my being. I put everything into it, mind, body, and soul. So, knowing me for my soul, I am Phoenix Sohl, yeah. Life inspires me for sure. I'm an artist all the way around. I went to school for design. And so I'm constantly seeking inspiration, whether that is in what's happening politically, socially, environmentally. I think that's really big. That's recently gone into a lot of my work, just shifting mindsets, you know what I mean? Art for sure, like I said, I was just traveling, and one of the spots that I was in was New York, just going to check out the museums, like seeing what, artists from other mediums are talking about, what's relevant to not only just like hip hop and like pop culture, but just the culture in general, artistically. And oh my God, like, being a musician, I'm inspired by all kind of music. I listen to all kind of music. Who knows what I'll be listening to from one day to another, Whether that be a Little Dragon, whether that be Quavo, whether that be Little Baby, whether that be Frank Sinatra. I was on Frank Sinatra hard last week. So, I just bounce around. Like, I'm an artist. Yes, I'm a vocalist. However, I'm experimental. The other day, I wrote a song about like hiding. Like we're in a culture where we mask, you know what I mean? And so I'm flowing on that, and how I want that to come out, once I hit the studio with it is, I might throw some auto-tune on that joint. You know what I mean? Like, and make it, of course, it's gotta be relevant to the time that we're in, relevant to the culture, but there is a meaning behind it of, not masking and, Instagram and the videos and influence and like how it's sometimes so far away from who we really are, like as people, so. But you gotta make things relevant to what's current. I've always done it. I've been singing since I was 3. My parents encouraged, my artistry, and I started professionally acting at 9. I've always been in entertainment, on the front end. And my mentors always said, you need to know your business as well. So you need to learn the back end. So my music, I of course write, of course I'm the vocalist. Other people's music, I write as well. Executive production, like I'm in the mix, from the front to the back. And so this is just who I am, so it's something that I've always done. What I hear a lot all the time is that my style like evokes like an Erykah Badu. I hear that from people. I also hear like Lauryn Hill a lot, and so they're definitely like strong influences for sure. But even like I'm really attracted to like things from like the 30s and like 40s. I don't know, like maybe I was a past life, right? Even like my hairstyles and just like I'm so inspired by that time period. And so like I listen to a lot of music, a lot of composition from that time, jazz, so yeah. Does it ever get discouraging? Hell yeah. What keeps me going is knowing that it's my purpose, you know, and knowing that it's much bigger than me. You know what I mean? I'm spiritual, and so, you know, I read a lot and meditate, and whenever I connect back to the energy of the divine, you know, I'm always led to create. That's why I'm here, right? I'm led to speak. I'm a messenger, and the music and, you know, communication is my medium. So I'd say the source, spirit, keeps me going, you know, and I think as human beings in any whatever you do, you know, discouragement is going to come in, or you know, self-doubt, and then you have to just tap in, you know, tap into. Whenever I do feel that, I listen to my music, and then I'm like, shit, like this is really fucking good. You know what I mean? And just tapping back into anything that is going to bring forth that belief that lives within me. So anytime there's doubt, that's just a mental like concept, and if I can quiet that, then I can move forward, because what's within exists. Yeah. Whatever that is, I guess, you know, yeah. You know, I live my life in integrity. I'm not perfect, you know, I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna do me, you know. However, I am a good person, you know, and I do have values that I respect, you know, and surround myself with people that have values that I respect. So, you know, if that's a role model, cool. You know, I don't really like boxes and all of that, but if someone looks up to me and I provide inspiration for them, then that's dope. I mean, it would just be to do what I'm doing now, like on a grander level, you know? And so I'm living my dreams. You know, I'm doing my music, I'm working with people that inspire me, I'm traveling, I'm creating businesses, I'm making money. I'm living the life that I want to live, you know, by design. So it's really just to keep dreaming bigger and expanding on a greater level and, you know, keeping it rocking. More travel for sure, you know, and more like collaboration with like foreign artists, because I think that's just, you know, it's just dope. So I'm gonna be dropping a new single next week. It's called Charmer. Dropping the video as well next week. So that's gonna be available on all platforms, YouTube, Vimeo. Be about that. Who do I wanna work with in the future? There's this chick, Yanni Mo. I like her. She flows. She's different too. Like, she's got a real dope vibe. And she's really like, I like her movement. You know, I think she's right now like in Nova Scotia or some shit. Like, yeah, vibing out. So she's pretty dope. I really like a local cat. We're birthday twins, Josias. He's like alternative R&B. He's amazing, plays keys. He also rolls with Troop Brand, who's pretty dope too. So those are the two that I can think of off top, where I think like the vibe is on, the synergy's on, you know. On a big scale, CeeLo. Fucking love CeeLo, you know. Oh shit, there's this group out of the UK called Thievery Corporation. You heard of Thievery Corporation? They're dope, they're dope, they're so dope. They create instrumentals, but they have like inspirations, you know? So it might be like a straight Rasta like vibe, and then they'll bring in like Rasta artists, or they may be on some Brazilian shit and then bring in like, it's amazing. Like, I love them. On the hip hop, I've always wanted to work with Kanye. I know he's in a lot of shit right now, and I love experimentation. Like, you know, he's Gemini. Like, I'm a Libra. So I love fucking around with new shit and different shit, you know, and creating from that form. I do think that like some of the tracks are amazing. Like, his production is impeccable. However, like, the content, like, it's lacking some soul. Hell yeah. I got to travel, you know, meet different people from different cultures, you know what I mean? Experience different food, just experience culture in general, you know, and really see that like people are the same. People want the same shit. Like, we want to be seen, we want to be heard, we want to be loved. Shout out to the world, shout out to my fans, shout out to my family, shout out to JoJo for this opportunity. Shout out to Max for the venue. Just shout out to the people. It's all love. It's all love. Just be true. Just be true to yourself, true to what you love. You know, mitigate the distractions and stay focused and make it happen, because it's nothing that we can't do when we focus and make moves. Yes, indeed. Hey.